guys, Zephys here, and today I'm back with my first Photoshop tutorial on this YouTube channel. And I'm very excited to teach you guys the basics of Photoshop. So this tutorial is going to be a Photoshop tutorial for absolute beginners. So if you guys are very new to Photoshop, this is the video for you. So yeah, when you first open up Photoshop, you're going to be greeted by the screen. So you'll see create new and open. So let's just create new. Alright, you're going to be seeing this screen once you click on create new. So pretty much for the width, for this example, I'm just going to make it 1000 by 1000. And I'll explain these briefly in a second. So pretty much pixels is what you want to select if you're just working with uploading to the web. So setting it to pixels is a great default, unless your client, wants it in like inches. Maybe they want to print it into, make it into a magazine, then probably inches would be better. But if you're planning on saving it for the web, then pixels is the way to go. So now I'm going to be teaching you guys what resolution is. So pretty much resolution, the default value is going to be 72, which is ideal for the web. You don't really want to change this unless you're, once again, wanting to use it for print. So if you guys are going to make like a magazine cover or something like that, then probably you want to change to 300. So this is basically the DPI value pretty much, and I can go more in depth with this in the future tutorial, but right now just stick with 72. So for color mode, let's just stick to RGB color. CMYK is also for print, so that stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And grayscale is just no color, so you just want to basically leave it as it is, and let's hit create. Alright, so now you can see this. So right now the background is locked, so you want to click on this icon and it will unlock it. And right now the entire background is white, so I'm going to be teaching you guys actually your first tool right now. So pretty much if you click here, you're going to see the paint bucket tool. Now if you select it, it's going to display this icon next to your mouse, like, and then pretty much now if you left click on this layer, like right now, it will change it to this color. This is your foreground color, and that's your basically the background color. So basically if you press X, you can rotate. So now if I left click, it's going to turn to white, press X, black. And let's just say I change this to the color red, and I want to change this back to black and white. Black is the foreground. Then I just click D and it will revert it back to black and white. So that's a really useful shortcut if you guys want to swap back to the default. And so anyways, now I'm going to be teaching you guys the pretty much the basic tools you will probably need to use. So V would be the shortcut for the move tool. You would use this for moving text, images you would place on the document in Canvas. And now the marquee tool pretty much just selects the area, and so pretty much the marquee tool selects an area in a document, and you can press delete to delete this area, and you could do command backspace on Mac or control backspace on Windows to fill it with the background color, or alt backspace to fill it to the foreground color. So that's a really useful shortcut as well. So that's pretty much the direct selection tool. You guys can do a lot with that tool. And now pretty much I'm just going to be going over the lasso tool. There's like different types of lasso tool, but I'm just going to go over the basic lasso tool. So this is similar to the direct selection tool. If you draw like a shape, it will create that shape, and pretty much it just selects the area. You guys can do the same thing. You guys can delete, do all that stuff. And quick selection tool pretty much selects an area, and this is going to be hard to demonstrate because I'm going to have to create a shape. So first of all, I'm just going to create a shape first. So right now it's set to elect tool, so you can actually right click on this and then change it. That's how I've been changing these. So pretty much I'll change it to rectangle tool. Basically right now I'm going to create a rectangle, and I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to use the quick selection tool to show you guys what it does. So pretty much now if I select this area, it's going to select this one color, right? And right now I'm not in that layer, so I can't delete it. So basically it created a new layer as well. So anyways, that's pretty much a quick selection tool. I know this is not the best example, but I'll definitely go more in depth with this in a future tutorial if you guys are interested. And now for the eyedropper tool, it's pretty self-explanatory. You highlight this and it pretty much will show up in your foreground. See, right now it's black because I selected it. So for the spot healing tool, I'm going to be going over in a future video since I want to combine it with a different type of video where I work with photos, but for right now we're going to skip this. Alright, so basically I'm just going to be showing you guys a crop tool, which I forgot to show you guys, but pretty much it's just self-explanatory, and you can expand the canvas of it. And right now you can see the background is transparent because we expanded it, and this is the only part we have the layer on top of, and the rest is just transparent. So yeah, so now I'm going to be showing you guys some really important like shortcuts you guys should know. So pretty much, first of all, let's just make this into a tiny window right now, and pretty much if you click F on your keyboard, you will change it to a new view. So this is going to be in isolation. Pretty much you're just working with this one. So if you have multiple like tabs open, you can just focus on one, and you can press F again to make it so you only view this. And you can, this is really useful when you just want to view the artwork itself without any distractions. And also another great shortcut is if you hold space, you can use the move tool, which is really helpful. So if you let go of space, it will take you back to the last tool you selected. So in this case, I last selected the zoom tool, and I highly suggest you guys hover over these to see the shortcut. So for example, spot healing brush tool, the shortcut is J. It will come really handy when you want to improve your workflow. So some further shortcuts to help improve your workflow is Command plus to zoom in, or Command minus to zoom out. And you could, and on Windows it's going to be Control. So whatever you use for commands, pretty much Control on Windows. So Control plus would zoom in. And next off we have the Command 1. So Command 1 would make it so it gives 100% view of the document, and Command 0 will make it so it just fits. So you can't really tell the difference, but you'll be able to tell from actual like photo. Now I'm gonna be going over the pencil and brush tool. So I'm gonna be going over the differences between these two tools, which is very commonly mistaken for. So pretty much the pencil tool is what you expect. It just pretty much draws, you can draw anything over a surface. So let me demonstrate. So basically you go here, select the size and hardness. So this interface would be similar for the brush as well as eraser tool. You can change the size and hardness. So if you increase the hardness, it's going to become more solid, just like that. And if you make the hardness like 0, it's going to be very light. But you can't really notice with the pencil tool because the pencil tool doesn't have anti-aliasing, which I will get to later. So essentially this tool is really good for pixel art if you want to draw pixel by pixel or draw very precise solid lines. So like no fading. And yeah, next up I'm going to be explaining the brush tool. The brush tool works very similarly to the pencil tool. You can select the size. By the way, shortcut for adjusting the brush size without going to the menu is if you hold Control and Alt and then hold the left click button on your mouse, and if you go to the left it goes smaller. If you scroll to the right it becomes larger. So it's very convenient, the shortcut. Anyways, so pretty much let's just show I'll just show the difference. So as you guys can see, if I quickly paint over this, you can see there's like small like these fades around it. So pretty much that's the anti-aliasing part. It pretty much makes it so it doesn't become a complete solid. It actually feels more natural like this. So this would be a great example. Let me show you an instance where you would use a brush over like a pencil. So pretty much, let me just increase the brush size. So I filled it around like 80% of this canvas. So pretty much if I click once over here, you can see it makes sort of a lighting. But obviously I did it destructively. You would never want to do this on the same layer. But yeah, pretty much you can see, right, the difference. Next up, I'm going to be going over the eraser tool. It's pretty self-explanatory. You do the same thing as the pencil and brush. You just erase whatever you paint over. So next up, I'm going to be going over the text tool. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can type in something, and then if you hold Ctrl T and Command T, you can transform the text. And pretty much, I should explain this earlier, pretty much essentially what Ctrl T does is it's just a transform tool, and if you hold Shift while doing this, it makes it so it's constrained, so it won't do something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the important tools you should know. There's obviously other important tools like spot healing, but I'll definitely be covering that in another video. And I know this video is very, I didn't explain stuff in too much of a detail, but I'll definitely be going over this in a future video for sure if you guys are still confused. And yeah, this is just the basics for absolute beginners, and hope this will get you started in Photoshop. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hope this video was helpful for you guys learning Photoshop for the very first time, or any beginners out there who just want to refresh their memories of the software. So that's about it, guys, and I'll probably leave all the shortcuts down in the description as well if I miss any, since there's a lot of shortcuts that I probably didn't mention in this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.